Adam, how's it going?
It's going good.
Awesome. I'm here at Faraday in San Francisco, and you guys are at a new location. I think the last time we hung out, you were, I don't know, it was like maybe a couple years ago. Still San Francisco.
Still San Francisco.
But maybe you've been growing, like you've emerged past the Kickstarter phase in mid-2012. I think that's when we first got in touch. You were at IDEO.
Yep.
And now, I mean, I'm looking around. There's just like, there's a whole lot of bikes. You've got, are you an intern? Is that okay? You got interns even over here? Like this, the whole thing. Really cool to see.
We're growing up, yeah.
Awesome, yeah. You know, I guess you also have a new model, and I was reviewing that today, but I'd love to maybe just get a little bit of background from you. Can you fill me in on like what's been happening here?
Yeah, totally. So we're super excited about the new model and the current one too, right? We were, one thing that's great is we grow, we're able to get more bikes on the road and really have a great supply chain and kind of bring the cost down, so we have a little bit more kind of options on how people want to get into a Faraday. So the new one's great. We're super excited about it. It's going to start shipping in about a month and a half, which is really exciting, really cool.
Awesome. It was like August 2015. Is that the time frame that you're talking about? Okay.
Yep, exactly. So not that far off. We just launched that along with the new website. We kind of wanted to put more content on the website too, just to kind of get people more educated and informed about e-bikes, about Faraday, about kind of why we're interesting and unique and why we think it's a great option for transportation and commuting.
Sweet. And dealers. Now you've got like
dealers, yeah.
Some of these shops. The New Wheel right here in San Francisco. They're one, right?
New Wheel, Huckleberry. We've got actually about 15 or 16 shops now around the country.
Jeez.
Growing network, so it's been really cool. One thing we haven't been able to do really to date as a company is when people see a review like yours on the site, give them a chance to try a bike, right? You do great reviews. And I think people really appreciate that, but like there's nothing that compares to trying and riding a bike.
Getting on the bike. Like that's a huge thing, especially when you've got 3 sizes like you guys do.
Totally, right. And now a couple different models, so again, all the more reason to go try one out and talk to a person at a shop who really knows about it, knows about the product, and can kind of give you the feedback you need. So we've never really had the inventory, the stock to do that. It's kind of challenging, so now it's exciting we finally have that. Which means we can get into shops like the New Wheel, like some of these great.
Okay, and Propel on the East Coast, so you've really filled it in, like nationwide.
So I'm trying to think. So on our website, we have a great map of kind of all
dealer
the places
map.
we are. We've got a lot in California, we're Portland, Seattle.
Of course, right,
the hometowns. So yeah, we're getting pretty national.
Can I
really
show
cool.
this? This was, I don't want to disclose anything. Is this private?
We can take a little sneak peek.
Take a little sneak peek. Look at this. Most of the Faradays, they've got this like iconic double top tube. And I'm looking at some step throughs.
We've been sort of making noise about this bike for ever back to Kickstarter days, really a long time. So it's happening now. So this is not till 2016. Look for it in the near future. Not quite yet, but there's been no shortage of people kind of forever who have always wanted kind of a cool step through style with Faraday, and it's coming.
Listening to your customers, that's great.
Yeah, we try.
But you're still, it's kind of like that startup feel, and this isn't like super corporate or anything. So it really feels like you put a lot of like energy and passion into the bikes that I'm seeing around here.
We're a small team. I can kind of show you around a little bit.
Please do. Yeah, I get the tour.
So Jim over there is cranking on the electronics.
He's got the Frankenstein bike.
This is the Franken bike.
And this is the battery, right?
This is the battery, yeah. This is
a
really cool project that you're going to see in a couple of months here coming up from us. It's going to look a lot cleaner than that, but we're pretty excited about that.
Okay.
And let me show you the batteries. This is a Faraday battery right here. This is what makes it tick.
Panasonic cells, right?
Panasonic cells, yeah. Really high quality Panasonic cells. Kind of solid little package there. That's about a 20-mile range pack. It's a 250 watt-hour pack.
Yeah, it's like 18650 cells, like the AA things, and you guys have a pretty solid like 2-year warranty, is what I was reading.
Totally. Yeah, we have a great warranty on that. Again, want people to feel confident buying it, knowing that they can rely on it. We're going to stand behind it and service it, and we've got again the dealers to help people out with that. So yeah.
And it is you wouldn't want to remove it regularly, but this is what people seem to always ask, like, where are the batteries? Can you point on the frame?
People totally, yeah. So the batteries is right here, basically, right?
Oh, look at that.
It's in the down tube. So people ask all the time, can I take the battery out? And the answer is absolutely. So it does. It's not meant for like you come home at the end of the day, take it out every day, but it totally comes out.
For a replacement.
End of life replacement. Yep, exactly.
And just down at the bottom bracket, I was looking during the review. It's like this plastic thing by the kickstand. So not to get too sidetracked. It's just fun, geeking out on this stuff.
No, totally.
And this is the new model, but before we get there, it's super cool to see the racks. You've got like this Porter style front rack that doesn't turn when you turn the bike, and then you've got the rear rack that matches bamboo.
And
just cool looking to see the whole thing together like that.
Yeah, the racks are, again, if you go back to the kind of the origins of Faraday, it's a utility bike, right? We designed this thing for transportation and commuting and grocery trips and pulling your kids around. And
like with the trailer, like do you ever
totally
hook up a little burly trailer or something?
You can put a burly on the back. You can put a kind of a child seat. So almost any, I think we have photos from our customers with like every imaginable kid accessory on there, which is great. And I think we sell almost every bike with either a front or rear rack. So again, people are using it to haul stuff, whether it's groceries or laptops or whatever.
We'll get a close-up shot of that. And I like that you use kind of the standard size tubing so that the clip-on panniers work.
Yeah, it's really nice too. One of the nice things about doing, kind of a custom rack is we're able to kind of move it back a little bit so you don't have any issues with heel strikes there.
Oh, yeah.
You can put custom panniers on. It's actually got a cool little holder right here for a U-lock.
What is that? What that is for? Okay, and speaking of U-locks, tell me about this. This is like the leather satchel thing?
Yeah, so this is, you might remember back to our kind of Kickstarter days, we had this kind of original like sort of leather bag on the bike.
Yeah.
It's a funny story. So we designed this thing originally in 2011, right? Which I remember was iPhone 4 days.
Yeah.
And phones in general have like ballooned in size. So
yeah, they get
the right, exactly. Now
tablets
it's like putting a laptop inside of there. So it's gone from being kind of like a sort of a useful thing to put your phone in to now, not really fitting that. And so we said, well, what else could you do with this pouch? And we realized that, by putting a little strap on the outside of it here, like that, it's a great place to hold a U-lock.
Perfect.
It's sort of the perennial like cyclist problem, right? Of like, you've got to have a lock, you should have a great lock, but what do you do with it? So this is a really nice solution for that. So that we're putting back on the site shortly here with the lock holder on it.
That little update.
That's like everyone's new favorite accessory. This one's super cool. And then the racks, again, like you said, the front and the rear rack are optional. They're add-ons. You can add one or both. And
thanks for the heads up about how does that work? Like you slide it from the side?
Yeah, I'll show you. Just kind of, this one's got the
the plastic
clip.
So if you took
that off, it just drops right in. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. I never knew that.
Kind of a nice secure little. I think these guys don't have a plastic holder.
Look at all these helmets. Do you guys all go out in like huge like party rides here? Is that right?
Well, this is so for your kind of, there's without the holder in it. So
perfect.
Just kind of tucks right in there. So your folks who are in the Bay Area, all these bikes that are kind of around the shop here are demo bikes. So we actually have a cool program where, again, you can go to one of our dealers and check a bike out, and that's a great option.
Yep.
You can also sign up to try a bike here at the office, and we'll let you try it for a day or 2 days or a week if you really want to kind of take this thing home and figure out
fall
if
in love
it works.
with it.
Yeah, fall in love with it, right? and people do. It's great. People come back and they're like, I didn't know if it was going to get up my hill or if it was going to get me to the work or if it would pull my kid, and they try it out, and in most cases they come back and they're like, yeah, totally, it was great.
Stoked.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so tell me, this is the real focus here, the new. It's like the Faraday S, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Tell me about this.
So what's really cool about this bike is we've basically taken everything from the Portour, the original, and transferred it over into kind of a more economical model. So we've taken the same battery, the same motor, the same torque sensor, same great high power headlight in the front here, same selector switch, literally all the same electronics and powertrain.
Yeah.
Just built it in a package that's still sort of totally beautiful and stylish.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more modest. So we've got, instead of the belt drive, we have kind of a standard chain drive.
Is this a different type of material? Like, what's the chain made of?
It's just got a rust coating on the outside of it.
Okay.
Again, just kind of weather resistant. Sort of the whole idea, again, being we still want a really great, low maintenance bike that's going to last you for a long time and not require a ton of upkeep and that kind of thing. So rust-proof chain. Still internally geared hub. Again, this is a 5-speed Sturmey Archer hub.
Sturmey Archer. Rather
than the Nexus, the Alphine 8, which is on the Portour.
Okay.
Great 5-speed option. Works really nice. It's a nice wide gear range. It's got a nice twist.
Grip shifter, right? The other one had kind of trigger shifter.
Trigger shift, yeah.
Right there. Okay.
So this is real nice. And still really nice touch points. So instead of the kind of the fancy leather, grips, we've got this is sort of a
cork.
Synthetic cork. Yeah, it's actually got a really nice like tactile kind of feel to it.
That is nice.
Doesn't get that kind of weird gummy feeling that cork does.
Yeah.
So that's a big difference. And then the fenders, we've gone from the wood fender, which is on the first bike, to just a nice painted steel fender, match the frame.
Yeah, it felt really good when I was riding before. Like, it stays straight.
Yeah,
and it's not rattling around a whole lot.
Real nice fenders, real solid. So that's really the differences. Again, it's a slightly different disc brake, but still, an Avid DB7 brake.
I noticed it has the finger adjustment too. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's great. So when you use the pads wear down, right? Because mechanical brakes, pads are going to wear down, and you can just torque that finger adjustment right there to align the pads.
That way the like the lever kind of feels comfortable. You're not like over pulling.
Yep, and that's easier than going in there with a hex wrench and having to do that. So just kind of a nice, quick, easy adjustment. So
very cool.
Yeah.
Can you show me the charger? Because that's one thing I didn't get to look at.
Well, sure.
Yeah, you do. Maybe this other one was plugged in over here. You can see it's doing a little light show.
Yeah, that's
sort of fun.
So the charger here, I'll unplug it for you, just kind of show you that. So it's pretty simple. It's actually an XLR. It's like an audio microphone plug.
Oh.
Which we use because it's great. It's meant for sort of like plugging and unplugging, plugging. So lots of cycles.
Yeah, if you drop it, it's not going to like crack as easily, probably.
It's totally bulletproof.
And then this is the.
And it's the brick. We sort of joke. It looks like an old 90s.
It's like a laptop charger.
Yeah.
Pretty lightweight. Like probably I think I was like a pound and a half, so it's easy to toss in your bag or something.
Yep.
So this is you were saying that these are pretty tough. Is that why it's by the intern? You like kick it around and drop it. And stress testing, is that part of your role here?
Yeah.
That good.
This is we put these here because we have people come in and do a demo and they always forget to take a charger. This is the reminder, like take a charger with you.
Yeah.
But it's plugs right in here.
How cool. It lights right up. It's just
right
neat to see that. People always wonder.
Yeah, and you'll see it'll start to spin in a sec there when it realizes it's like, yep.
Adam, tell me about this. Like, I was looking at, this says Niner, and aren't you like friends with the Niner dude, or what's that?
Yeah, so we work with Niner. We do a custom version of that, which is why it says Faraday and Niner on it. So it's not meant to go in a Niner frame. But really nice, those guys, they let us use that part. It works really well for tensioning that.
And that's specifically for tensioning the belt, right? So you kind of have to...
The belt or the chain on the S2, right? So any single-speed drivetrain, just kind of a nice way to use an eccentric to tension it rather than like a horizontal dropout that's going to be really hard and weird to adjust. So it's a really nice, simple way to do that.
And you still have the split, looks like seat stay on the S, which you probably use to get the belt on.
Yep.
So it's really like the same frame.
Basically the same frame. Yep.
And it comes in white, right?
And it comes in white. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I've always loved the white.
The white is great. Yeah, the white is super classic. We like, and it's the brand color. It's kind of the original. So comes in white, and then we wanted to do a new colorway to celebrate the new bike.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just kind of liked the S. Kind of has this like metallic theme, right? It's got a chain instead of a belt.
Yeah.
It's got the steel fenders. And we just thought this kind of like beautiful gunmetal gray would be a really cool way to sort of bring that out. And honestly, we love it.
It is beautiful, man. Thank you. I guess feel like I'm one of the first people who gets to check it out, and it's fun to just visit and see. And you're doing a great job. What's the website? Like, if people want to,
So FaradayBikes.com.
Farad.
Faraday.
Bikes.com. Okay,
Yep.
and it's got the map and all that stuff. And,
Yep.
and if you live nearby, you can come take a tour. And I think that's about it. Any last shout outs?
That's it. I would just invite you to go check out one of our dealers. Come see us here at the shop and get on a Faraday. They're a ton of fun to ride.
Yeah.
We'd love to give you a spin.
Thank you so much, Adam.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.